Alright guys, this is that gap I was telling you about right in here. You can see the line of sunlight going through and hitting that weather stripping. So yeah, it's about an 1/8 inch, maybe a little less, you know, millimeter or two. It was worse. I replaced this weather stripping with some I bought from another board member, but still hasn't cleared it all up. Get this little gap going on here. And that happens, I don't know why. And you'll get a little gap in here too. You can tighten it up a little bit and it'll sit there. Then when you close the door or whatnot, it'll drop a little bit over time. See, it seals up nice and everything after that. Roll the window down a bit. You get hello. Get a lot of play. You can see it here. So yeah, that's what I get, and then when I close my door, when the window's halfway down, you can hear it, the window bang. And it's worse at certain points than others. Here, you'll hear it really bad. Okay. So that's the problem I'm having. One of many. And you know, it's my project. Yeah, so see if I can fix that today. Thanks. Or if you have any suggestions, let me know in case I can't fix it today. Yeah, thanks. Alright, for those of you who've never taken off your door panels, I guess I'll help you out a little bit. You have to remove this, you know, it goes here. It's a screw. Fits in there. Gotta remove that. Gotta remove your little handle thing there. In order for your door panel to come out properly. At least that's how I do it. There's a screw here, most usually covered by a little black button looking thing. There's a screw here, another one here, and another here. You remove those, and then now your door is only being held on by that. There's a little pin in there, little spring type thing, that holds this on. So when you remove this, be careful. I have one of these little angled fucking screwdriver. It looks like a mini crowbar. Just kind of pull gently and kind of pops out a little bit, and you can see that spring in there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let's see if I can expose that. Yeah, I don't think you guys can see the spring, but there's a little pin in there, the clamp that holds everything on. You're gonna want to get a flathead screwdriver, pop that out, and you can remove this. And you have to take this off too. This thing. My camera focus because it's being weird. There you go, you need to take that off. When you do this, you just gently pry here, slowly, very gently. You know, don't go all He-Man on it and everything. You're gonna break something. Be very careful with this part. There's a clip here. It snaps in to there. You see the previous owner apparently had done something to this car already and halfway broke that pin off. So yeah, I don't want to break it, so I'm going to set the camera down and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I got that little brass pin that I was telling you guys about. Okay, goes in here. Just get his flathead screwdriver, turn the handle so that way the pin is facing pretty much like that. Just push off one of the corners and it kind of flings out, so pay attention to where it goes. For me, it usually lands in my door pocket, but doesn't always, so pay attention. Alright, I'm using my door thing as a holder for all the screws and random little bits. I know it looks like somebody chewed on this. I don't know what happened. I guess the PO got really hungry one day and ate it. That's my guesstimate. Here's that triangular piece I was talking about. You can see from here, as my camera focuses, that it's almost completely broken off on this side. So set that down so I can focus better. Okay. And on this side, it's almost completely broken off. That little pin, the PO probably just grabbed it. The previous owner of this car was retarded. And there's these two pins down here. Sits in there like this. Okay. You gotta be careful when you pry it off, because that will break and it'll be a bad day for you. Alright. Continuation next. Okay. All the screws and everything are off. And the window crank is off. I just start from this edge, just grab and pull. Grab and pull. Make sure everything's loose. Okay. Foot on the door. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Just grab and pull. There we go. Everything's popped out. Okay. I'm gonna pull and lift. It's a very light piece. You can do it with one arm. Okay. This is what it looks like. Covered. Has this plastic thing. Don't lose this plastic thing. Apparently it's really important to keep moisture or whatnot out. So, if you take it off, make sure you have some black RTV or silicone sealant to seal it up again. That's what it is, and here's what it's like. Okay. Alright, so yeah, remember, when you pull off the door, grab it from the bottom, pull out and up. Okay? Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, these are the two options that I have because of the way my window moves and the gap that I have in between the weather stripping and the window itself. Okay, what I'm gonna do is either I can loosen this bolt down here, and that'll loosen up my rail, and put a shim, which will then move my window in this way, move it in. That's what I need. But then I'll still have this play and the window will still be shaking. So what I'm going to try to do is an easier fix, smaller thing to do. That's remove this plastic on the back side. And you'll see it, it's this trim. Alright, what you're going to do is loosen up the weather stripping. There's a screw here. Remove the screw, put it in with the rest, so they're all the same pretty much. Just loosen up this screw. There's a screw here that holds the trim on. There's another screw here.